Where do most of your pets come from?
Most of our horses come right off the track. They're mostly retired standardbred racers, like Prince here, who's gonna and a lot of the times our horses are not true rescues. Basically, they're racehorses, and when their time is done on the track, they come to us. So a lot of the times they come to us really well muscled and in really good shape and just looking for a new home because their old home, unfortunately they couldn't stay there anymore. But we do also do rescues. If you look at Beauty over there, the Appaloosa we said hi to earlier, she was a true rescue. She was rescued with her mother and her father from a field. So we do a little bit of both, but mostly off the track standardbreds is where they come from.
Okay.
I don't know if Prince is going to cooperate.
What type of health care do they get while they're here?
Our volunteers, we have a really comprehensive program with our horses. Every morning they come and they get their breakfast hay and they get their breakfast grain, and then the volunteers come in, their stalls get cleaned once a day, and then they also get turnout every single day. And then coupled with that, we also do regular regular hoof trimmings. And we also do regular veterinary care, so worming, vaccinations, checkups, all that good stuff. We give to our horses. I know Prince doesn't like it when I mention the vet.
What is the process to match up a pet with their perfect forever home?
The adoption process through Sunshine is we ask all of our potential adopters to come to the barn and meet with their potential horse. They can either groom them, ride them, whatever they feel comfortable with. And then after that, we ask them to give us 2 references. And then we'll go through and we'll double check the references, make sure they check out okay. And as long as we feel like they will give our horse a good home and that their personalities are a good match for each other, we'll go ahead and approve the adoption, and our horses can be sent on to their next forever home.
And are they assessed for behavior issues?
Ooh, sorry. What's the question?
Are they assessed for behavior issues?
Well, actually, a lot of the times, because our horses are standardbreds, they luckily come without behavior issues. But yes, when they come in, we do put them through kind of a little bit of an exam to see how they react to certain triggers, to see how they like being groomed, to see how they are under saddle. And then once we get a feel for how the horse is and what the horse likes and what the horse doesn't like, we tailor a training program to them. And we also make sure that all of our volunteers know how they are in their stall, on the ground, being led, all that good stuff. So we do try to make sure that we're always catering to the horse and that the horse is always comfortable in any situation that we put them in.
What's the average amount of time an animal will spend in your care?
The average time is usually about 6 months. However, we do have some horses who come right in and leave the next day almost. And then we have other horses who have been here for a little bit longer. Pretty much we like to take our time and make sure there truly is that perfect fit with the forever home. We don't try to rush it, and we also don't try to drag things out either. We really just want to make sure our horses get into a situation where they're really comfortable and they'll be loved.
If a pet doesn't fit in with their family, can they change their mind?
Yes, as part of the clause for our adoption contract, if for ever reason the forever home can no longer care for the animal or they're not a good fit, the horse can come back to Sunshine, and they do have the option of obviously adopting another one of our horses as well.
What percentage of your pets are in foster homes?
At Sunshine, it is a little bit more difficult to do fostering just because it is such a large animal. So all of our horses do stay on the property until they are ready for their forever home. However, we do a sponsorship program, which is kind of similar to sponsoring, where a volunteer or an individual can agree to pay for the monthly care of the horse. And in essence, they're kind of like the horse's on-farm foster mom. Like Beauty here is sponsored fully, so she has an on-farm foster mom.
And do you need volunteers?
Yes, that is a big, big yes. We are always in need of volunteers, whether or not you can handle doing the everyday farm work or you just want to come and be a part of the Sunshine team. We need volunteers for daily care, for special events, to sit at booths at fairs when we go to talk about Sunshine. Any help you can give is obviously appreciated and obviously welcome.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. So this is just one of the sections of our barn here at Little Apple. It's known as the big dog section. So it's where we keep our larger horses, our thoroughbreds and our warm bloods, and some of our big standardbreds that we have here. We're using it as turnout right now. If you look down to the end of the arena, the gates open, so our horses have free access to the pasture when they're turned out in here, but I think they like the shelter from the wind on a day like today. You're looking at our geldings, at least just a few of our geldings right now. If you can point over to the one in the corner right there with the 4 white socks, that's Serengeti. He's actually the father to the very first Sunshine baby we've ever had, and I can show you the Sunshine baby in a little bit. And then everybody else are all up on our website, so if you want to see any of our other horses, you can find them out on there. We have mares, geldings, Appaloosas, standardbreds, thoroughbreds, Arabian geldings, everything in this barn. So we really have a diverse selection of horses here at Sunshine. And that's Brian. He's one of our volunteers. He's here almost every morning working hard. We really love this property because it offers a lot to our horses. If we were able to go outside today, you'd be able to see that we have an outdoor riding arena, lots and lots of acres of pastures, and we're connected to the New York State Trail System. So basically just walk to the end of our property and you can hook into any of the trails, so that gives our horses a lot of experience. And then we also have the indoor riding arena, so for days like today we can do turnout, we can do training, and work a lot with our horses. It's a great place to be. So this is Sunny. This is our Sunshine baby. He was born March 28th this year, so he's just a couple months shy of 1 year old. And his mom is Scarlet, and his father, Serengeti, is who we just looked at in the indoor. He's getting so big. I haven't seen him in a very long time, but he's quite the sweetheart. Quite the sweetheart. This is Zach. This is our Sunshine mini mascot, and he likes to travel around to us when we go to events. So if you look on our website and see any of the events we have going on, be sure to check it out because he'll probably be there too. He's available for adoption, but one of our volunteers has been sponsoring him and is hopefully going to take him home this spring. So he'll hopefully have his forever home then. So this is Pilgrim. I know, he's a little camera shy sometimes, but he's another one of our Sunshine mascots. He came to us, I think about 6 years ago, and when he first came in, we had a very, very hard time getting him to eat. He wouldn't drink, he wouldn't eat from a bucket no matter what we gave him, and he was losing weight very, very fast. Until one day, our president hears some munching from the grain bin and whips around, and Pilgrim had broken out of his stall and was eating from the grain bucket. And rather than run up to him and say, "Stop, Pilgrim, stop," she was just amazed that this horse was actually eating. So what we've learned with Pilgrim is that he doesn't like a stall and that he likes to steal his food. So we secretly place food all around the arena. There's some hay bags and some grain buckets down at the other end for Pilgrim to sneak in and steal food whenever he wants. And he wanders around happy as can be, and he's a very, very sweet boy. We all love him here. So Sunshine started back in 2003. Our founder and president, Kate Starr, began with just one horse named Merendo Hanover. And eventually, over 10 years, it blossomed to what you see here today. We are almost a 40-horse facility with over 100 volunteers who work every day to give love and care to guys like Pilgrim. We are 100% donation and volunteer based, so if you can donate some of your time or even donate some of your money, any donation is appreciated, and it's obviously tax deductible.